and we'll try to make today's session just a bit shorter. I know it's Christmas time for everyone, but I wanted to keep a really good schedule, get everyone updated, and for myself as well, to make sure that everybody is getting on top. And there's a lot of questions, I think, from the after the annual address, and we'll just try to answer some of those things. But at the same time, I just want to let everyone know that there's the FAQ. So if you have a look at the website, you can connect to the investors FAQ, and there you'll be able to see a lot of your questions being answered. We've got a town hall format today, so hopefully everyone can see properly and see me and the presentation. And we're going to get started. So nice turnout today. Thank you everyone for coming in. This is our Christmas AMA. I'm not going to play any videos or anything today. I'm going to keep it short and sweet, stick to our topics, and just a couple of quotes, and try to answer questions, follow up all the things from after the annual address, and set the tone for where we are for next year. So I'm going to get straight into it. Just share my presentation. Okay, so here we are. So this is Blocktrade Christmas AMA today, starting at 6:30 East European time, Central European time. It's 19th, and just before the Christmas season and New Year for everyone. I wanted to wish everyone firstly happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year if I don't speak to you before then. And we'll just want to close off the year with a very good kind of situation. So happy to today give some really nice updates, and also to take any questions from our community. And I want to thank everyone for making the time to come and speak to us today. Sorry, not speak, but listen today, because I know a lot of people are getting ready for their vacation, and it's very nice that we have such a great turnout. Every time we hold an AMA or event, we seem to be getting more and more people, more and more participation, and I'm really, really happy about that. So we start out today. We're going to be talking a lot about focus this on innovation, and I think that for me, the path to greatness is innovation. And this is the one interesting quote. I always like to share little quotes for everyone, but this is from Jeff Bezos, and I think he's a great decision maker and a great leader as well. And it's amazing though that this year has seen such a crazy thing, that basically the level of capability at the top of the economy and innovation right now is so huge that we have a person that is worth almost more than the next three people combined in net worth, and that's Elon Musk. He's really done a number on this, and it's very interesting because it's for Elon. It's not just been innovation, but just risk taking. He took a massive risk in buying Twitter, and it's paid off immeasurably for him. It seemed like a really stupid thing at the time, but he managed to really create something amazing out of it. So I just want to leave this kind of thing as a theme for us. And yeah, I think that we've got to continuously innovate to go forward. And I really want to break out of this situation like, oh, well, it's always been like this. Oh, well, this is how it is. It's complacency. The opposite of innovation is complacency, and we want to take away that complacency. So this is the Q4 update AMA. It's just an update, and today we call it DOBE, Department of Block Trade Efficiency. This is a very interesting thing, and I will talk a little bit more about that. As usual, I'm Sam, chairman of the FSR Group and Blocktrade SA, and we'll just jump right into it. But yeah, every time that I hold an AMA or speak, I really try to make sure that it has a bit of a theme. And as today was innovation, and the mission that we have is to talk about DOBE, the Department of Block Trade Efficiency, which is, I know we have a Doge coin, so maybe someone will make a DOBE meme coin. So the agenda today is going to be very simple. I'm trying not to take too much time on it. It's just a welcome. So that's what we've been doing, just to welcome everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I look forward to a great 2025 ahead with everybody. And we're going to have some updates quickly on the investor information memorandum, the BTEX, eSync and ECS, what's going on there. A lot of people have asked about this, and I've mentioned this as well. We're going to introduce the key people in the Blocktrade team. And this is very exciting and interesting for me as well. I'll talk a little bit more about that. And we're going to talk about the next generation affiliate program as well. So yeah, these are the things that we're really kind of doing today. And then finally, we'll talk about the 2025 communication schedule, and we'll just get into the Q&A. So here we have the investor information memorandum, and I just wanted to let everyone know who's been asking, I've already signed up, I haven't got an offer. That's because, like, all of these things take time to prepare. And furthermore, I'm happy to announce that we have had very, very huge response to this. Well over 1,000 forms were filled, and we've had very good feedback from all of the people. So I'm very happy about this, and we're aiming to have all of these out by January 2025. The same thing for BTEX, the offers to be sent out at a similar time, and that will also include the individual offers for the amounts, the exchange ratio, everything else that we're talking about like that. We will provide those together with the individual offers. I think it will be a compelling offer for the people. I think that what we're trying to do is combine this with some of the other things that we'll talk about. And those things will come individually because it's really tailored to each person. And the reason why it's taking a little bit of time is also because we've had so much response that we have take time to review everything. We obviously have to do KYC. We also have to understand how everything is going forward, and who and the different points of entry for BTEX. And we'll get those out to everyone very, very soon. And the update point as well, since our last I had an AMA only 1 week ago. I don't know, I seem to be doing an address or an AMA every week nowadays. But I'm very happy to communicate and talk to everyone. But basically, we have a team integration, and everything is moving forward much more smooth with eSync and ECS. And we plan to basically send out a bunch of information on this in the first quarter of 2025. You can ask some questions about these on both eSync and Blocktrade today if you like. But I've spoken more and more in the eSync and eCredits group. I believe that one of the key things is going to make stronger integration between Blocktrade and eCredits, and especially the eSync blockchain. And we can use this to great effect to generate useful things, and then make useful products for people that will create demand for the token. The next part I wanted to do is quickly jump into this key team members that we have. This is a very interesting thing because a lot of people asked us about this, and who the people are and whatnot. Especially if you've received like the prospectus, sorry, not prospectus, the supplement to the prospectus. And we'll be updating as well our investor relations website early. But this is the key team members that we have, and I mean, some of these people are new faces to you, so I'm going to make some introductions to everyone. But currently, in the boards of directors, we have myself, Anja Frauwellner, and Hugo Vautier. These are who are in the Blocktrade SA in Luxembourg as the key directors. And I just also want to say that very soon, as part of some of the other updates that we'll be giving, we'll actually be recruiting more independent directors for Blocktrade SA, and strengthening our C-suite and more. So I wanted to also talk a little about the C-suite today as well, because this is very important for the growth of our company, for the future of what we're going to be doing. And we've made some, just very recently, some new appointments here in a Chief Technology Officer, Mr. Wilson Tucker. Wilson is a veteran, a real veteran of Silicon Valley. He had many years of experience in very high level positions in Amazon and Expedia, focusing on the merchant programs. And he has just a huge depth of knowledge of the inner workings of the merchant systems in Amazon, how they work, how they operated, and assisted in building those as one of the software development managers, which is in a key position there. Ran large teams of individual. And Wilson also is very interesting in the sense that after he left his career in Silicon Valley, he became a politician and is still currently sitting as what I would call a lawmaker, but it's a position of an elected representative in Australia. And I think he holds the distinction of being the only elected representative that holds a degree in computer science or related. So he has spent a lot of time in Australia in advocating for technology, AI, blockchain, and involving himself in that area. And we're very, very happy for Wilson to join us and lead our technology division. The other person that's also joined us recently is Mr. Brett Tucker, who happens to be, if you might notice, Wilson's twin brother. Brett Brett is a very accomplished chartered accountant. He's a secretary and CFO for more than 20 public listed companies. He has a huge experience in corporate governance, in capital raising, in financials, and just an overall very well respected person. We're very happy to have him on board as CFO that's going to be driving our program and our development going forward. And then in the position of the that was CFO, and then now in the CIO, Chief Information Officer, we have Mr. Brian King. Brian has been more than 20 years in managing infrastructure, critical infrastructure, including many very sensitive systems that require high levels of security, high levels of compliance, and being able to manage these with a very good track record. And we're very lucky to have Brian join us in that position to help to maintain our infrastructure, to look at new things that we can do and ensure that all our partnerships and working together with our service providers runs very smoothly. And then we have also, I also want to mention on our compliance and operations side and compliance, we have Mr. Martin Lauer, who has been with Blocktrade for quite some time. Martin continues to head up our compliance and support division on those areas to make sure that our licensing and our overview of making a KYC, anti-money laundering, and fraud prevention is done very well. And in operations, Gennady Groshev, who has been instrumental in supporting our team going forward from the past into the new sort of how to say direction that we're headed to. So these are some key team members, but I also wanted to highlight that very soon our whole team page will be updated. We have a lot more coming. For those who are shareholders and you would like to know, more about what is happening within our company, we will also have the latest updates of our team members. This includes the situation of who we have in other areas, including going forward the legal teams. Sorry, I just got flooded with some messages, so I apologize. Some people sending me some messages about telling me that BTEX is shooting up. So sorry about that. So basically, we've been working really hard. I've set up a whole new office and a whole new department on the development of all aspects of our company and our exchange, including a specialist legal team that's going to assist us with developing our licenses and the how to say application points of view. We'll be expanding to make sure that we have better support with regards to tech support as well, and it's greatly expanding our development team under the leadership of Wilson and Brian. And I'm very excited about this because this means that we're starting to hit a point where we're going forward again and we're moving. And I'm really interested to be talking about the future of what's going to happen with the rest of our programs. The other thing that I mentioned here earlier is about this meme that I've created, and I wanted to have just a bit of a thing about this. So I've created I use AI as usual. I love AI. I've created a little Doberman, which I think is quite cute compared to the Shiba Inu, a little Doberman, and maybe I'm going to launch a meme coin on this. Basically, this is one thing I think in Europe, efficiency is an innovation. So if we're talking about being innovative, I think being efficient in Europe is a big innovation. So this is what we're going to go with, the DOBE, Department of Block Trade Efficiency, and I'll let everyone know if you want to pre-buy some of my meme coins. This is just a joke. This is just a joke. Maybe it's not. Let's see. And then the next part that we're going to be talking about is our affiliate program. And this is like something that I mentioned before, and this is I think something that's really interesting is that the affiliate program is going to go beyond what we had before. I know previously we had Blocktrade 2.2, where you would have a referral for someone, you would earn 10 euros on either side. I think we really want to get beyond this, and this is part of my DOBE program, Department of Block Trade Efficiency program. Basically, we want to go beyond one-off referrals. What we want to do is create a program, and I've been working on this very hard, is create a program that's going to be very innovative, that creates a performance pool and a team building within this affiliate program. And the second part about it is that we want to offer people the opportunity to become a liquidity partner. As you provide liquidity on our exchange, you can earn together with us. And this is, we're going to come up with a very interesting way of doing this. And in 2025, early 2025, we're hoping to create a master map of referrals. So basically what it's more than likely going to look like, and we're still working on this, but I wanted to share this with everyone so that they know that, what kind of ideas we'll probably more than likely, for those who are also members on our exchange and our users and beyond just investors, is that we will give you a link, part of that, And what it will do is that for one time and one period of time will allow everyone to set who the referrer is. And that will actually build out a map of this. And then we'll use this to build the affiliate referral program. So this is something that goes probably beyond what we had before. I know that this is not something completely new to the cryptocurrency exchange industry. Other exchanges also have affiliate and referral programs, but I think we're just going to do something a bit one step further from this. And this goes back to Dobe, the Doberman. So the Doberman dog represents how we want to achieve these extraordinary things for Blocktrade. And that comes from actually efficiency. So basically, rather than just creating some scheme to the side, what we're trying to do right now and what we're hoping to do is to develop efficiencies in how trading happens, efficiencies in our own processes. And those are the efficiencies that we'll use to give back to those people that help us to build our exchange. And really, the key point about this is really to go beyond the one-off fee. We'll talk more about this, and this is what my intention that I will go into during the 2025 address, the early 2025. I'll talk about the communication roadmap, but I think this is going to be something that's going to get a lot of our people really excited. And jumping into that, we have the 2025 communication schedule, and will be, as I said in an AMA in last I think it was October, we're going to try and regularize our communications. So we'll regularize next year at 4 AMAs, and in between, as there are things to announce or there's things to talk about, we'll do that. But basically, for sure, we're going to be doing in January, then in April, July, and December these sessions to give everyone an update. But what I'm going to do is that we're going to use our social media much more. So please follow our social media. Make sure everyone is in our Telegram chats, and we'll use these methods to communicate on a day-to-day basis. But we have really an exciting kind of situation. And those who want to know about marketing and whatnot, we'll definitely be doing much more in terms of global marketing and investor relations on that very soon. In actual fact, I'm starting investor relations and PR department. We'll also announce soon who's going to take charge of that and who's going to be involved in that. And we're very excited to be doing this because we'll soon be, providing those information memorandums and the BTEX offers as well. So yeah, this is a very exciting times for me. I want to keep this conversation or this update session a little bit shorter this round. And we get into a situation now where I'm happy to answer questions from everyone. Before we do that, though, I'm just going to cover off this came from the October AMA. And I just want to say, if you have a look at the Q4 2024, basically, we've already, as far as these things are concerned, and we'll talk a bit more about them, but we've already pretty much got all of this done. So we've got our CFO, we've already gone through our investment bank, and we've done a partial recapitalization as well. So we're well on our way to where we're headed. We're going to be doing a lot more on this side, and it's going to come together with an announcement. But I just want to let everyone know that everything is moving forward from here. And in actual fact, some of the things that we're talking about getting done in Q1 2025, they're already happening now. So we're very excited and very happy about this, and I'll be very happy to tell everyone more about this in January. So jumping straight into the Q&A session. We got a nice 25 minutes only from me this round, so I'm not. You don't have to spend so much time listening to me. You can get in, answer your questions. So yeah, thanks for listening. Happy to field some questions now. Just waiting for all this to come up. Okay, let's start. again, happy to take the questions. I'll just start one by one. Anonymous says, do you know what the BTEX to Blocktrade share conversion rate will be? As I've mentioned before, and what I mentioned just earlier, is that the BTEX to Blocktrade share conversion rate is individual. You'll get an individual offer, and there's a good reason for this, because this is still a capital transaction. Because remembering that BTEX is a payment token under Estonian law. So we have to make sure that we're doing everything according to the law. So each offer that we will do, it will be done on an individual offer basis. From Mikhail Sitko, if I fill the form amount of BTEX on my account change, do I have to fill a form one more time? Is it possible for the same email? You don't need to, Mikhail. You don't need to, because what happens is you'll get an offer for an amount up to, and then what will happen is that on the day that when you complete the transaction, you deliver the BTEC. That's when the conversion happens. So that shouldn't be an issue. Kevin Phillips says, where can I find a recording of the ECS AMA of last week? It will be posted tomorrow, as mentioned. Okay, next, Hoffman. What will this cooperation with Sky2 and how the cashback rewards will be done? Would we expect dividends from BT Exchange to shares to be paid? Firstly, with Sky2, the original plan was always on the payment side. We're discussing this. Obviously, there's some integrations, and also Sky2 has been making some changes to their systems. So what we're going to find is that probably in Q1 of 2025, we're going to get more clarity on this, because also there have been some updates on Sky2's side. So for now, what I can say is that our intention is to work with Sky2 on the payments basis, although that has to be refinalized, because the original integrations that were done in early 2024, there are some slight changes due to some changes on Sky2's side as well. When can we expect dividends from BTEX Exchange to shares to be paid? I can't answer you specifically on like when dividends will be paid, although as you can see from the roadmap, which I had posted, or the update map there, we're well on our way to getting where we want to be. And again, I think in previous I've mentioned that our focus right now is on growth of the company. There's an exciting time for us ahead, and we have a really, really good strategy, really, really strong capital market strategy. I've been speaking to analysts about this. We've been reviewing this internally. That's why we've appointed so many really smart people, capable people to help us on this journey. And we're going to be focusing on growth. By the way, I just wanted to mention as well, many of the key personnel that are now with Blocktrade. I've worked with these people for more than 20 years. So this is not a team that we just suddenly put together. We all known each other. We've been you've known each other and worked together for a very long time. And I'm very happy that I'm able to have so many of my very successful friends to join me in this journey. And we're really looking forward to what we're going to do in 2025. Marcus asks, will the ECS blockchain be the main blockchain for Blocktrade and all products? We're going to definitely be using eSync as a blockchain more and more going forward. I would like to issue more and more products on tokens on the eSync blockchain. I think it's something that has been put together well, and that will also naturally drive this as a product as well. Kevin Phillips asks, where can we find a summary of updates? Daily updates on social media is difficult to track and often verbose and noisy. Can summary updates be provided as a button on the website? Yeah, what we're going to be, as I mentioned, developing a new investor relations site, which we're hoping to have ready by early 2025 as well. And that will actually include all the updates, social media streams, so you can just in one place see everything that's been happening and what's going on. Ivaras, when eSync becomes eCredits, as they will be allowed, is Sky2 app near Google Play system? I'm not sorry. I don't quite understand this question. I'm thinking it means that like sorry, I'm not very sure about this. If you what you mean here, but feel free to ask us in the Telegram, because I cannot quite understand this. Ivan asks, I have read that BTEX will no longer the token of the Blocktrade exchange. Is that true, Sam? It's not necessary. It's partly true, but also not fully true. BTEX is a payment token. We'll be focused on as I mentioned, the conversion of BTEX to B shares. And besides this, there will be some bonuses when that happens. And then at that point, how we manage this and how we manage the utility token will cover as well. The thing about it is that BTEX was issued as an ERC token, which is great. It allows certain things like easy integration transfers and things like this. But on the other side, we want to bring everything under one umbrella now, and we're thinking of better how to do that. Okay, next question is Mr. Saving. What is the idea behind that the user can provide liquidity to Blocktrade? Can you already say a bit more? Yeah, sure. The idea will be that we want to introduce a system that if you can provide liquidity in the form of either fiat or fiat tokens, any of those types of matters, that basically you can earn partially from the what we would earn on the trades of those things. So basically, it's not a direct form of staking as such, but it's kind of like a profit share system. We're working on the details, but that's the idea behind it, and that's why we're building up our development team to do that. And that's also one of the reasons why, like I said, what we're trying to do is create efficiencies to share this with our users. The idea behind it is that Blocktrade becomes the real decentralized centralized exchange as such. So yeah, that's the idea behind it. Ivan asks, also gas fees are very high in the Blocktrade exchange. Help SM in order. We need to help you and bring more people on board. Chartboard is showing one. Okay, yeah, Ivan, I understand what you're saying, and in actual fact, that's what we're addressing in this right now. We're very interested in dealing on this matter, and it's something that we will be working on, and we have plans for this, as mentioned. Vanessa asks, what happens if the Nasdaq doesn't accept your listing? This is a bit hard to predict. Well, many things are hard to predict, and I think that I've addressed this before. That it's always easy to say what if it doesn't, or any of those types of things. The truth of the matter is that there are only 3 major cryptocurrency companies that are listed right now. One was listed not very long ago. Actually, 2 were listed not very long ago. That was the Japanese exchange and then also Exodus. So definitely US is becoming much more friendly to this. And there's always a risk in everything, of course. But where do you profit or benefit where there is no risk? If you know something and you can profit or benefit with absolutely 0 risk, I'd be happy to learn more about it. But as far as I'm concerned, reward is always correlated to risk. Jorn Hardman asks, I can't open the eCredits wallet. I think you can. This is a support question, and this can be solved, I think, by deleting the app and reinstalling it. Nereus where old investors can see their first and second class B shares certificates with number of shares, global shares. Nuno Galinha, how many tokens can we change for one Blocktrade share? This is the individual offer, and we will give you the individual offer. As I mentioned, we're focusing to get that done by January. We have, like I said, more than 1,000 applications, thousands, and many more still coming in. So it takes us time to prepare individual offers and make sure that everything is done legitimately, KYC, KYB. Richard Hoffman says, after I did fill out the investor form, I didn't receive mail confirmation, so I don't know if you're working on my proposal. Okay, we could consider to send out the confirmation emails, but we have received more than 1,000. So if one of the things is if you try to submit again, and it will tell you if your email is already used, you will know that it's been submitted. But because this has been a lot of signups, it's take us some time to get all of this through. Tommy Go, you can use the chat or the Q&A to ask the question. Nuno asks, the people that are not shareholders can change BTEX into shares too. This is on a case-by-case basis because there's also KYC process about this as well. Because for obvious reasons, we cannot be issuing B shares to people we don't know or we don't have in KYC. So generally, it'll be much easier, obviously, if you have KYC on the exchange and you're already a shareholder. This will be again on a case-by-case basis. Kevin Phillips asks, before that, Liansman, where can I form the form to exchange my BTEX for the new? You can see this in the Telegram chat. There's a form. It's basically www.blocktrade.com/IMF. IMF. AE asks, what are the plans for product development to improve the features and user experience on the platform as a crypto exchange to make it on par with other mainstream exchanges? AE, this is a very good question. With regards to this, our focus is not necessarily on competing with other exchanges on features. Our focus actually will be in a different pathway. I think I've mentioned this before, but our pathway is to be able to offer innovative products, not necessarily following just a competitive product. And I believe that this is the better path for us. And not necessarily, I think what we want to be doing is actually helping people with safety, with regulation, with trustworthiness, and that's the path that we're taking. And also, I believe that there is a market out there that is 95% of people who don't directly deal with crypto that are now becoming exposed to crypto because basically as MicroStrategy enters the NASDAQ 100, there's so many ETFs. Basically, people that weren't having crypto somehow directly in their portfolios, they become exposed to it because of index funds and their pension funds or any such things like that. What we're trying to do is to bring more directly the access to crypto in an easy and trustworthy way to this scene rather than just focus on advanced trading or traders. Traders make up less than 1% of the market, and the truth of the matter is that there's more of the market in diversification. So the theme for Q1 of 2025 will be diversification, actually, and the diversification will be not only internally for block trading, diversification of products, diversification of risk points, but also diversification for our customers that we should be telling that we should be introducing people to diversify the holding of their assets to include crypto assets. And that's one of the reasons why we're looking at this expanded affiliate program. Kevin Phillips, I think your question is answered there. Mikhail Shitko, Looking forward to watch. Okay, everybody needs a Sam. Everybody needs a Sam. Okay, Nereus asks, do Blocktrade goes partnership with Ripple? We have no plans for partnership with Ripple or something along those lines. I'm not in contact with them, so I can't say that we are at the moment. So we're gonna start wrapping up a bit. Next, maybe two or three more questions, and then we're gonna wrap up because it's near Christmas. I want to thank everyone again for spending the time with us. And I'm very as normal. I'm always very transparent. I answer every question that comes up, if as long as I can understand it and I have an answer. Please feel free to invite more people to our main Telegram chat, and I'm really looking forward to updating everyone on the many things that are going to be happening in Q1 and in January. But yeah, I'm happy to take one or two more questions now. But I think we've got our FAQ, we've got many other things, channels, and we've been keeping everyone updated. So hopefully this is also one of the reasons why. Okay. Nereus asks, I was one of the winners of Blocktrade credit card, when it will come true. We're definitely looking further into this now because as we've mentioned before, our focus is to get additional regulatory licenses and things like this. And we're very happy to move on that. Although it's not I won't say that it's going to happen immediately, but it's definitely one of the things that we're looking at and why we're putting dedicated team to expanding our regulatory licenses. So we don't seem to have any more. Oh, here we go. AE mentions the Blocktrade app on the Google Play. Yeah, we're updating the app at the moment. We're making some changes to it and there's some maintenance. So it will be online. We expect it to be online sometime in January 2025. We're updating both the Blocktrade app and also the iOS app as well. Costadin mentions, thanks for all your info and for your work so far. When will we receive the commissions from new investors we registered this summer? Costadin, if you wanna perhaps message me on this, I'm not 100% sure what you mean here, but I'll check into that for you. I just noticed that there's someone's put a meeting notes in this call. It seems that I've become some kind of celebrity for certain people because they keep watching and reading everything that I say and very interested in all these. So I hope you do well with your meeting notes. I'm always very transparent and we always open with everyone. So please go ahead with your notes or whatever. Please enjoy yourself. Dayan asks, when will my friends be in chance to buy Blocktrade B shares? I think very soon we're going to have a lot more things coming, and I appreciate that you asked this question. We have my style is that we like to do something and make it happen first before we ask people to support it, and I believe very much in this. And we have some very interesting things coming up that we'll announce. So when we're able to solve these things and pass it on to people, I think we're going to have a really great time on this. So yeah, I hope that everyone supports more of Blocktrade and we're all more involved in this. Mikhail Sitko asks about what about advanced trading on the app? This is good. This is good, and actually, this is something that we're definitely going to be talking about in the next coming couple of weeks. this will come in more on in the Telegram. So please keep updated in the Telegram, and we'll also make email announcements. AE, thanks for your time. Excited for the road ahead. Thank you. And Richard Hoffman, yes, BTEX will be exchanged into B shares. You get individual offers after you fill in the IM form. PK asks, in which country is the Blocktrade operating license issued? You can actually have a look on our website. The details are there. We have in Slovenia and also Italy licenses that we've operated. These have been around for quite some time. So the details are on our website. But by the way, just on this as well, as everyone knows, we have MiCA, which is the new crypto era regulations coming up in early 2025. They take effect from 2025. So definitely we're going for the MiCA license. Okay. So I think that's it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much for your time. And yeah, we'll get onto this very soon. So appreciate everything from everyone. And please join us in Telegram and do ask any other further questions there. And wish everyone a happy holidays. Take care. Bye.